What's an alarm?
Okay, we're live now. Hello, everyone. This is our stream. I don't know. We play Torchbearer. It's good enough. This is session 5, part 1. It's been a little while since we last played, but I'm excited to get back in. Steed's here.
Hello.
He's missed a little bit, but that's fine. What did you miss? All right, so we were. I guess last time you played was like in the winter session, like last time, probably. So it's been a whole adventure, a whole adventure and a bit, almost 2 adventures you missed. So the party went and killed a ghoul in the farmstead near Small Town for money. It's probably it was one of the 2 ghouls. I didn't kill it. They chased it away. But I think there was only 1 ghoul left, right? Yeah. So there was 2 ghouls at the barrows. 1 ghoul escaped, and they got word that it was in the farm, so they chased it away, further away from the farms. So somewhere away. And then they got paid. This is a small little adventure to kick back in, and then we switched over to Chris to GM, and Chris has been leading us up a mountain. And having a fun time trying to solve why the sheep of Grimsby are disappearing. And so
that's right.
We've been following the clues to why exactly, so we can prevent it. And we learned that the sheep are disappearing because the wolves are taking them. But we went up there, and something's driving away the wolves, and it could be a giant spider, which we killed, but it also could be a spirit of the mountain, which we met last session. So that's kind of like the session, like the overall adventure recap is a giant, a spirit who's a giant. He's the king of the land, and he wants his something, and that might be driving the wolves away. So that's kind of the adventure recap, and I'll go over the session recap. Because and I'm hungry and thirsty, so it's kind of a terrible session recap. I ran out of food, so it's just bad all around. But I think we started the session at Crossroads Keep after coming back from killing the spider. And we wanted to kind of get prepared for the journey back up the mountain. And so we decided actually the best thing would be is to take a quick journey to Clifton, where to see Byron's mentor, to try to transport his library. Which we did, but there were some eyes on us. And so there's some mysterious people and or creatures that know that there's a magician that moved in to the ruins in and about Crowthorne area or the castle. So someone knows something's happening. Doesn't know exactly where, but definitely took note that we moved out. And so upon doing that, we also bought a couple of things with some of the loot we found. Namely, trying to get torches because we were running out. We broke the lantern. Used as an improvised weapon to kill the spider, I believe.
That's correct.
We ran out of things, and we were trying to get torches. We got them. We traveled back. I think Talia, in a semi-injured state, or she possibly freshly healed from the town, led us back to the mountain, and we followed one of the paths, and we were trying to push further in. We were trying to find like a mysterious light, but we couldn't really find it, and then we decided to take a trail, and we talked to like a troll thing that was possibly guarding a tomb of some sort, but he was kind of cagey on what was actually there, and we weren't allowed to know. We weren't allowed to pass. Oh, he was a cyclops, not a troll. And so we were like, okay, let us leave. And he's like, go talk to the main guy. And we're like, the main guy? He's like, yeah, the leader. And I was like, is he dead? Let's not tell him this. This is like, and then we went up through where the spiders kind of silken forest, very dark forest, and we went, and there's a storm raging, and there was a ghost on a stone throne, and he's like, go find my heir to my throne. He stepped foot on this mountain and awoken me. And we're like, is he safe is this spirit thing safe? I made a roll, and I was like, he might not be safe, but such spirits are like not like evil tricksters by nature. So that he might just be an evil trickster in his past life and doing this, but he's not by his nature. So we were like, okay, we'll agree to him. And then we went and tried to took a path and then got lost. And we're currently somewhere lost in the dark forest on a path somewhere over here. And then we met, so we're real lost, and we met a man who looked like he was in the throes of some sort of magical mind befuddling spell or effect, or possibly shell shock. But he seemed quite a bit stirred in the head a little, and so we asked him. I took him under his wing. He was the only other guy around. He seemed, I think the description was tall and lanky, and we're like, maybe we should take him to the throne. But it's like, let's get him a little rested and see where this goes. And we decided to just keep pushing in the direction where we were going, hopefully meeting up with some sort of pathway down the foothills. But we got further lost a little bit, and we got to a bridge, and we were trying to make our way across the bridge, both safely and instead of it was pretty safe-ish, but I think Tally was on a rope and slipped and gave out a cry, and then a bunch of troll bats came out, and she is partway across. Oh no, she made it safely across.
Yeah, we were.
And then we were like, "What's over there?" And he's like, "It's just more woods." And I was like, "Is it safe?" He's like, "I think so." I was like, "Well, just give a shout out to see if it's safe." And she gave a shout, and then troll bats came, and we're like, so we're all on separate sides of a bridge. We're gonna fight some troll bats.
That is pretty thorough. So yeah, you go ahead and heal up your hunger and thirst, I guess.
I'm just simply afraid.
De-aging here. That was so good. How old's your character, Sean?
How old is my character?
Yeah.
21.
All right, now they're like 17 because that was really good. It was thorough. You're no longer fresh. You're still not only fresh, but like your skin is amazing.
I'm so afraid. And I guess I didn't mention this, but I tried to do some sort of spell of some kind. I forget what test it was way back when. Theologian test for me to do something. But I failed, and it might have been to give myself courage or something, but anyways, I failed, and my neck seized up, and I'm currently in a stiff neck position.
Can't turn your head.
I can't turn my head. I have to turn my shoulders. Turn at the waist. Anyways, yeah, that's basically it. So the grind hit, and I think Talia had food or water or something, but Byron didn't, and that is that. I think the order of events now is Roman needs to say what he's been since the last time, so basically through this short spring and into the summer, and how you found us, and also we are lost. And I was talking to Chris, but I don't know if you heard me, but possibly you found us by you followed us directly to the mountain, and when we were like just short behind, but have been lost since then, like a few days slash weeks. But yeah, that's I think that's it. So, take it away, Krista GM, and also Roman. Give us a quick. Where have you been?
Yeah,
I'm
let's
still
start with that.
trying to get through the story. That was a lot that
Oh
happened.
yeah, the he was trying to be thorough, but yeah, I'll give the Cliff's notes of that longer because he was trying to include everything, which I understand. But
Yeah, well, I needed to include the last session very thoroughly.
yeah, exactly.
But the cliff notes is we went up a mountain and are trying to help a ghost guy find his great grandson or something.
His heir.
To try to like, because he's stirring up some he's trying to stir up some magic, and we think we found him, and we're currently severely lost and being attacked by trolls, bats, giant bats. I guess they're called troll bats, but I just think they're like
bats.
I think there's dire bats, but like dire is kind of like a.
I think of Zulbat from Pokemon. That's what my mental image is.
Maybe a Golbat.
Or sorry, Golbat.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking like a foot to 2 foot long wingspan bat, like bats the size of eagles.
Sure, yeah.
If not larger. They're bats.
Bats can be crows.
And they may or may not be semi-intelligent and talk. I don't know.
Rats with wings.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I would see myself in Aldenport, just back with the guild, getting connections going now that I'm back in this area after like so long, and just start getting the trade going between the Thieves Guild and Crossroads Keep, and just talking with my friend Beakrid, and just learning the ropes again. And then I would eventually get word of where you guys went to. How common or uncommon is this area you're in? I don't.
It's not like
It's off the
anywhere.
main tradeway, but
it's semi-rural.
for those who are going north, it's not too far off the main road.
Okay, so there's
Not too many people go north, but
Yeah.
not too few either.
We've been making, if you've been keeping an ear to like the local politics, we ran afoul of Lord because we said we were his like hired goons to deal with this problem, and he was like, I didn't send any hired goons, and he's like mad at us because we were like gonna take
I'll get
money or something.
Yeah, I'll get like some people knowing about that and be like, wait, I know the description of these people.
Also, we do have like a base now in the ruins of the Crossroads Keep.
Is there a town?
We set up a base in the ruins. Not the Crossroads Keep, Crowthorn. Sorry, in the ruins of Crowthorn, we set up a base, and we have a guard there. So
nice. Is there a town north of Crossroads Keep? Is that where you guys are?
Grimsby is the town, sort of semi-north of Crossroads Keep. Yeah.
Cool. So then I'd probably start setting up a trade network between Crossroads Keep and Grimsby.
I think Grimsby is mainly just sheep. Yeah, I don't know if there's any. I guess there is like a bandit camp there, so like technically they could be stealing stuff. I don't know.
And then I would just hear whispers of like you guys in that area, and I would try to get connected again. And I would definitely go north of Crossroads, ask around about Grimsby, and because I'm not a really good tracker, I'd hopefully get directions, and then just go north and try to find landmarks.
So Grimsby is basically on like this one like giant mountain in the middle of like basically it starts becoming foothills, but there's like a single mountain away from like the rest, and that mountain's the mountain we're on. and the Grimsby's like on in its where
Okay.
on where it becomes more rocky or whatever for the goats or something.
Yeah.
Things like
And
that.
then I'll just keep going north, and then I'm assuming I get lost too because I'm not a very good tracker or survivalist. And I would see you guys. This is pretty simple.
Okay. Yep, sure.
What does that do again for recap?
I believe
Or
you get a.
Yeah, you can say you mark a check in something, right?
Yeah, I think you
okay,
just mark it for check in whatever thing fits your description
okay.
of an action you did during a recap.
I'm gonna. It could be any skill, right? That was
Yeah.
in my description. I'm gonna put one into criminal for pass.
Okay.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it.
Okay, good. All right, so I guess without further ado, troll bats are attacking. So you come across the group, we'll say, like right as a swarm of bats flies out of the chasm between the two of them.
Quickly, believe sing skulls.
Oh yeah, believe 16 skulls before that. Sorry.
Anything worth doing is worth doing in style. There's no place for hatred on our crew. My library has already been moved. I'm excited, and the next time I'm in camp, I'm going to take time to teach others. That is my calling now. Who wants to learn? With me.
So I think you need a new goal then, right?
Do I get a new goal? I wasn't sure if this was like part 2. So
This is part 1.
oh, okay. Sorry. Wait, like this felt like a continuation of the last thing.
Everything should feel like a continuation of last thing.
Oh, well, I mean, like sometimes they have like part 1, part 2.
Yeah.
And,
This is
we may carry over.
This is episode 5, part 1.
All right. So okay, I gotta come from the new goal then.
Okay.
Sorry. Also,
problem.
dang it. You can come back to me. I'll get you a goal in a minute.
I can go if.
Sure.
Swan's my belief it is better to act than to hesitate. Creed, strength is meant to protect and not to exploit. Goal, take Norn to his proper throne. And instinct, when adventuring, lead the way.
I'll go next. Everyone deserves help. Belief. Creed, the rich and powerful deserve nothing from me. Creed. Goal, I guess we're bringing back that guy to the ghost. Instincts, always look for secrets.
Nice.
All right. My goal. Well, my belief is I will defend my friends and family from all harm. I don't have a creed yet. My instinct is never leave a rest without first seeking purification. When I could spend a camp and check or something, I make a test to reduce my burden. My goal, rest is blank, and I think my goal will be to, to defeat the troll bats and help heal my friends, or help my friends recover in some way.
All right.
I'm assuming it's not going to be clean. Oh, okay. I'm clicking things on accident. Excellent.
All right. Who does that leave?
All right. I said prep bat meat for consumption and teach Roman how to read.
Do you not know how to read?
No.
Perfect.
How would one learn?
I
don't
would teach
remember.
you how to read.
Pretty sure I don't know how to read.
That's my goal for the sessions. I will at least give you the inkling on how to read.
Scholar test, I think, is the thing.
Fair. I can actually see that.
I have Scholar
Oh.
0 right now.
You're in luck because I have
I also
Scholar
have Scholar
2.
0. Do I not know how to
I
read?
was gonna say, I don't think that's actually a rule.
It doesn't mean you don't know how to read. It just means you're very bad at it. But
Okay.
you
It's
can
gonna be like
you
the-
can make him a learned scholar, able to decipher books and whatnot. He might know like the basics of a sentence, but he's like reading's hard, and I wouldn't know how to read a novel. So that's probably.
I'm down
Yeah.
with reading. I'll learn how to read better.
All right, Mugen, I can teach you how to read.
All right, troll bats again. Throw it back to. I think that's everyone.
Yeah, so let's go to the combat, I guess.
Oh yeah.
The conflict.
Do they choose the terms, or do we choose the terms?
It's an ambush. So if they want to kill us, and we want to drive them off, it's a kill conflict.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I don't know. It's up to you, Chris. I think.
Yeah.
I think that they don't want to kill you. They want to drive you off.
Drive us off.
Oh, okay.
I feel like maybe we want to do the same.
Yeah, we want to like clear them away or like flee to the other side, possibly.
Mm. Yeah, because I mean, technically, we're just trying to get back to
Yeah.
Ghostman.
Does he have a name?
Bjorn.
Bjorn.
Bjorn. Okay. I'll write that down somewhere.
Yeah, escaped me for a second there. It's like to that guy with the lightning and the booming.
You'll never escape Bjorn. He's too big.
I know. I'll come back. I'm just gonna start. We're just talking.
Bjorn.
He's king of the giants of the central plain and all the small folk, according
Right.
to himself.
What? Okay.
But he's
Giants.
currently a ghost, so take that in whatever way you decide.
Yeah.
I actually think we can't flee across because I think you have to flee to a place you've been.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good thing because we won't have to flee because we're gonna win.
I think we have to drive off or be driven off the way whence we came.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I like this. This looks nice.
do I have a bat or something? Dissidents. Do I have a bat? I have a wolf, a spirit, kobold, giant spider. I don't have any bat creatures.
That's fine.
Oh, Spider and Will.
Nice one.
Thanks.
Should roll that more often.
Mm-hmm.
Did you give me daggers?
You boys had those daggers. Those are your magical daggers, right?
Yeah, no. But I just remember having a bow in hand. That's cool.
Yeah, I changed the art a little bit.
Hey.
Oh, the art. Yeah.
I don't know how many there is, but I got a bat.
I'll say there's 15.
Oh my god. They're just if they don't have 15 disposition, then they have to wait in line. Then they're not a part of the combat. For purposes of help.
Yeah.
They have 15 disposition?
15 of them.
Oh, there's 15 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're small.
Oh wow. Okay. So they are more like small bats. Interesting. Well, I guess big bats, but still small. Like not like man-sized. I was thinking they were like man-sized almost.
They're gonna
Like
give us
close to.
diseases. Run.
Oh no. Not a disease from a bat. That'd be horrible.
We'll have to quarantine at least a week.
If you're lucky.
I nominate Talia for the drive-off captain.
Sure. I think at some point I'll start getting bonuses for being conflict captain.
How's this for a bonus? I respect you.
It's very nice.
Do you like that, bitch?
I mean, I think so.
I think you make a fighter test and add health.
Oh yeah.
I think you use can roll disposition. I think you can click it. So you on your
Right, disposition. Or I roll. Do I do health and then do disposition, or do I roll hit fighter and then do disposition? I guess it'd be will, right? Because this is drive off.
I forget. I think you roll fighter and then add it to your health range or will range or something. Let me double check.
Yeah, this gives me an option for disposition here.
Doesn't?
Disposition, yeah, I think. But yeah, I think I see. Yeah. I roll fighter and I add my will. I think is how it works, right?
I want to say yes, but let me look.
I'm just trying to figure out how these bats are supposed to work.
So,
Yeah.
if they don't have if they don't have drive off or if it's on
They
a
have
list,
drive off.
if you have drive off conflict, they'll have a disposition number, and then you add one for every bat helping. So I think you will have 15
Right.
disposition.
So they'll have 15 plus their drive off points.
Yeah.
Okay.
God.
Right, but each time you drive one of them off, they disappear.
That's fair.
They're removed.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then narratively, whatever you decide narratively per attack is how much health dice they get.
Right. Yep. Okay. Got it.
Excellent. Conflict page 58. 58 is. So I'm going to help you because I have fighter.
Okay. I was gonna say, yeah, people can only help if they have fighter, right?
Yeah.
Which I think Roman you have as well, right?
It's fighter added to your health. Its capture is will.
I'm checking.
Okay. Oh, drive off is still added to health?
Yeah, I think there was a mistake or something on previous edition. Or not mistake, but it just was just slightly different.
Okay.
Maybe.
No, that's fair. Well, because you use will in the fight itself, so I guess that's why it's.
Yeah.
That's why I assumed maybe will was involved, but. Well, that makes sense because it's okay. Interesting.
You know what? Since I already know, I can just go see my mentor to have it written down again. I will bite the bullet and I will use my swarm scroll so I can use fighter.
Well, how does that work? Can you use it?
It means I can use Arcanist in lieu of fighter.
Can you do that
Sounds
right
familiar.
I
Yep.
assume I do
Yep.
it now, yeah.
Yep.
How
Now's
again?
the time.
You cast it anytime, I guess, during the conflict disposition, or if you could decide to cast it in between rounds when you
Okay.
are equipping weapons.
Nice. How long does it last?
Conflict.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
Until one of us dies.
And then we have hungry and thirsty, so that's checked. Is dim light a factor?
I thought we had no torches.
We do,
Yeah,
but
we
we're also
must-
kind of like outside.
My
the
swarm
bridge.
will light the way.
But I just wanted to make sure because I wasn't sure if we were like under the canopy or if it's like.
It's not dim, but it is difficult to see because it's very misty.
Okay.
So I will say that that is a factor.
Okay.
You
So just
can't
have this
see
in-
because there's so much mist. It's hard to track things through the air.
Should have that as an evil GM factor.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you're right. It's outdoors, but I'm like I want it to be difficult to see them, so that's what I decided.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It's outdoors, but there's another reason why you can't see them.
There are bats.
Do I want to use a trait for this? Can I actually?
Uh,
For the disposition?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I remember us
Or is it
trying
not?
before.
Or is it not possible to use traits for disposition rolls?
I think the only trait that can be used is possibly like the fighting trait. Like, I'm a great fighter.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking using heart of battle. But...
No, I think that's the only one that could be used because you don't really narrate the disposition.
Oh, okay.
More like fart of battle.
I don't think we've ever used a trait or wise for dispositions.
I don't think you can do wises as far
Yeah,
as I can
wises
tell.
you couldn't, I don't think, but
It's just because it's an option here, but I don't know if that's just because this is like the standard template for the macro.
Yeah, this is a standard
Yeah.
template.
Okay. Okay. Well, I will leave that then. So 5 plus 3. That -2 is already accounted for in the +3. So we have 8 total disposition. So everybody gets 2.
Sorry, scratch that. I think you can use like a wise, but we have to relate to the creature. You have to have like troll bat wise, essentially. I think.
Mm.
Oh, I can see that.
Okay.
How many bats are we fighting? That's a lot.
15.
I assume they're all very weak.
yes.
I'm gonna put on Diablo Tristram music.
Yeah,
Oh,
generally
wait.
the way that like swarms of smaller enemies work is that each individual one is not very powerful, but there's just lots of them.
This Zergling rush of
A lot of
bats.
health just because you got to fight them all off. But again, what's going on?
We're just moving those out of the
Are
way.
you going to have 3 bats that are slightly stronger, or 1 bat that's bigger than the rest?
I don't know. I was just gonna have a swarm of bats. Why?
Because
Well, I
like,
think because
you
the
have
disposition is
50
unequal.
you have more than disposition than bats. So they have to go somewhere.
You can just have an extra wiry bat.
Oh, right. I see. Okay, there's actually something in the rulebook for. Yes, so there will.
Do you want a boss monster? Or do you want to have like several little stronger
Yeah, no,
bats?
there will be one bat who is an ancient and cunning creature.
Ooh,
Scary.
the leader bat.
Yeah, so he will have all 3 extra hit points. So you'll know him when you see him.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you. All right. Weapons.
Greatsword. I dropped my sack with my shovel in it.
Bees!
I also dropped my sack and have my 2 daggers.
Yeah, I dropped my large backpack, and I equipped my flail.
Okay. The bats are going to equip their looping flight.
Looping flight.
Yes. All right, so conflict captain. Or if you're ready to go, I'm ready to go.
Sure.
Let's get this deck of cards out here.
Where's these cards? Can't see.
I was gonna say, where? Here they are. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we should do like vertically in the center here.
Yeah, I'm gonna do me.
You don't need to bring your disposition. Just leave the disposition under your name.
Oh yeah. So I'll do it. What's the least confusing for people? If I do it left to right, or
Switch me.
like that.
Like you're going this way?
Okay.
Also,
I'm going to do this.
do you know what my flail does?
We're doing a drive out conflict, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Where is the drive? Oh, there it is. I'm good at either, I think. I'm better at painting?
Don't worry. I religiously check all your character sheets all the time.
Well, then.
Okay.
Oh, I could not help. So, I'm
Hopefully I don't
afraid.
get ripped.
So, I could not help, so I'm afraid. So, you have to roll a dice to see if we lose one success.
Oh, right.
You rolled 7, so 1d7. 6. Yeah, you lose 1.
It is. So you have one less hit point.
You could take it from me. I think it's fine, maybe. I think with Roman's Roman's rolling one less dice. Byron's rolling one less dice because they're injured.
Oh yeah.
All right.
But they have an Arcanist of 4, a Will of 4. I think they're the same as me. Just they're injured. I don't know. I want them to
Honestly,
lose.
I might actually take it from Roman, just because.
From Roman?
Or sorry, not from Roman. From Byron. Because if Byron goes down, it also means he's not at risk of dying, hopefully.
Hmm.
If he's out of the fight. I don't know. Maybe that's the opposite, but.
That's fair.
Yeah. I just don't want you to die, Todd.
It's okay. But thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Attack.
Maneuver. I flip my sword over to swing the bats out and corral them into one area so we can hopefully see them instead of them being all around us.
Yeah, bat flies directly towards you, attempting to see through your clever trick. So it's a versus test.
Yeah. Anybody like to help me with this? I'm using will.
Yeah, I can help.
I can't use fighter for this, right? I can only help you with will test.
Yeah, but you can help me with will, which is
Everybody.
pretty easy to do. So everyone has it.
I freeze as the bat screeches toward me, and my vision is obscured because my neck.
What does might do for this, by the way? It just determines like if someone has more successes.
Yeah, it's +1 success basically if you have higher might.
So you guys are might 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so these guys are might 2, so you'll get +1 success.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Just FYI.
No, for sure. So,
So
That's
determine. You
That's on
determine
versus only, right?
Versus or independent.
Or
Okay.
independent. Yeah. Okay.
yeah. You just have to already
Versus,
succeed.
versus only if you already win, and then independent.
Yeah.
You just get it.
Although I guess because
If-
is the evil GM factor -1 success always present as well? So does it just kind of balance out?
No, because -1 success
Oh no, because the
always
success
applies,
is right. Even if we
even if we
yeah.
fail, but +1 is
Okay.
only when we succeed.
Right.
Wait, you're just trying to corral them, right? Like getting
Yeah, I'm
everyone
basically like
towards
I'm
you?
taking my great sword and I'm just like swinging
yelling?
them, and well, I'm swinging them. You notice me kind of back up because they come from behind us, so I'm almost trying to back up to like create it so that we're surrounding them instead of them surrounding us. So I'm trying to like get them in between me and you guys because I'm on the other side of the bridge right now.
So it'll be versus 2. They'll be rolling 2 dice.
Okay. Well, if you're trying to take the front line, I'm gonna hide behind a tree so you have a better chance of it happening.
Okay, to like let me be the center of attention and to like
Yeah.
have them focus on me. Tyler,
the
how are
will-
you? Or
Is it-
Byron?
is it a will test or a fighter test?
It's Will.
I can use my bees to form a wall in front of you, but with only your face peeking out so they know where to hit.
Okay. All right. I think I got this all correct. And I get +1 dice for my greatsword. And Chris, were they helping each other or no?
Not
Yeah.
this.
Okay.
Oh, no.
No, that's fine. Ooh, wow. So 3 versus 1. So that's 2 net, which I think lets us get
The +1, which then -1 balances out.
Yeah. Well, how do I bring up the cards to?
You
Yeah.
you go to the choose menu and you look at it. You click on it
Motion
instead of
to
instead of
game
drag.
position +2 dice. Yeah, I'll do game position. So we get +2 dice for the next thingamajig.
Sounds good.
Is it me?
It is you. Attack versus
Feint.
feint.
Ooh.
Smash him! Oswin!
Is my sorry? Do you know what my flail does? Because I know you've written
Yes.
weapons down before.
It is +1 success on attack, -1 success on defense, +1 dice on feint, and -1 success on maneuver.
Oh, it's a bunch of stuff. Okay, so I get +1 die. All right.
+1 success.
Oh, success. Okay.
But you get +2 dice from the maneuver.
All right. I'm rolling fighter.
And I also help you by also winging my great sword as I go into what I was hoping would be some pincer maneuvers. We like come in and then close on the bats.
Yeah,
You've successfully corralled the bats, and they are helpless to.
I see that you are like swinging your sword and making noise, and I'm like was silent, and so the bats don't see me. And I realize now's my time to strike, and so I wildly wing my flail in the air and run toward the bridge. like I can't really see them very well, but and I can't move my neck to track them. But I'm full of righteous anger, and I'm trying to close. I'm basically closing my eyes and running toward the bridge. I'm not closing my eyes, keeping my eyes on the bridge, but like not really seeing where I'm swinging. But I'm swinging wildly, and I'm just trying to hit anything really.
I help you with charging from the other side, swinging my greatsword out as well. And wide arcs also. They can't dodge both of these wild swings. And then what about Roman and Byron? You guys joining in the fight?
I make a giant bat out of my swarm. And I'm gonna say, "Take me out to the ball game, buddy." So I go to swing at the bats coming at you.
So we're all doing giant swinging maneuvers. What about Mr. Daggers?
I'm gonna hide behind. I'm gonna surge forward, use the bees as cover, and get into position for when Byron attacks.
Just like leaping down, kind of?
Yeah.
Okay. I got 3 help dice, 2 extra dice for the maneuver. and then +1 success, +2 success for flail and might, and then -1 for mist.
A lot of modifiers.
Yeah.
All right, so I have +2 successes, because my might and my flail. So that'll apply after the roll only. -1 success for GM factor, 3 help dice. The backpack
And
shouldn't. It says I'm wearing a backpack.
It always does that.
We'll ignore that.
And then +2 from the maneuver.
And then +2 from the maneuver. Nice. So other factors, 2 dice. Okay. All right, and in fact, I'm gonna run. I am running toward them as fast as I can. I am just wildly flinging. I am yelling top of my lungs. I am tapping my nature, and I'm gonna say it's inside my nature for 3 extra dice.
Nice. Yep, I would say so.
This is
Which
the
nature
one,
is that?
This 3 dice.
No, which nature descriptor?
Running.
Oh, running.
He's running into battle.
I am charging headlong. You are alone on the other side of the bridge. I need to come and defend you, or at least kill these bats or drive them away. So I'm screaming, being loud, trying to drive them away, hit as many as I can. It's just being a dangerous threat. Or trying to be.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 7 successes. Plus
You
2.
didn't add all the.
No, I think those are straight rolls.
It's just a straight roll, yeah.
So I added all the rolls. So I get +2 successes, -1 from the evil GM factor.
Yeah.
So an additional success. So it's 8 versus 2. Or I guess no, they weren't supposed to roll because they're.
Yeah, they would. Yeah, just go straight through.
So straight 8 on them.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless you want to pop a feat.
I do want to pop a fate because that's just how much I want Byron not to die.
Thank you.
Greater than 6, I think. Is that the correct nomenclature? Hopefully it is.
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure.
It doesn't matter.
Good try, though. Worth the effort.
Oh, I think it's actually
8.
exclamation mark. But yeah, anyway.
So 8 damage. How much health these guys have in total?
They had 15.
18?
Or plus
But that
3.
was- yeah.
So,
Also 18, so they still have 10. Good God. Is that
What are
8
you
bats, though, that go down?
8 bats that like flee or like fly back away. I don't know.
Impressive. There's only 7 bats remaining, which means there are 6 bats and 1 giant super bat.
Sorry. So how many is that? That's 8, right?
8 in
8
total.
all said and done, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We got all the shit going on today. So many factors.
All right. Next roll.
Okay.
Attack.
Oh, that's not good.
So yeah.
Roman, do your sneak attack.
Wait, this is me?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh no.
I popped the scroll for this.
I see. What's her name? Oswin?
The cleric? Yeah. John's character?
Sean's
Oswin,
character?
yeah. I'm a
I see.
Oswin cook.
Okay, I see Oswin rushing. I don't even know who Oswin is. I just see a madman running forward, and I see a giant bat ready to just pounce on him, and I try to get like a good stabbing position behind it. I guess it sees me, and then I just start screaming in pain, assuming that's gonna do me.
That or there's 7 other bats. Each one of them could have blindsided you.
Yeah.
Any one of them.
It's exactly right. So yeah. So while I guess given that you've distracted a bunch of them, there's not really going to be any help for this one because the ones that would be helping technically have been knocked out, and I had to draft someone in to fill this spot.
Mm.
So it'll just be a bat, but it does slip. One there was a whole swarm of them, and one of them managed to slip through Oswin and the rest's net and blindsided you. So we'll just roll 2d.
His daggers are good for defending also, as long as he
I know.
narrates them as a sneaky sneak.
Yeah.
I've
I
been
was thinking
trying
like,
to, though.
what's that?
Trying to hide behind things constantly
Yeah.
to get that
All right,
narration.
no dice.
I'm
Ooh,
safe?
thank God.
Oh yeah,
You
cool.
can live.
Excellent.
Actually,
Okay.
I know nobody in this party except for
All right, round 2.
Ollie.
Yeah, you know me. You know Talia. And I think
Right,
you know Byron. Byron is the same character Tyler had. He just renamed him.
Oh. Okay.
So Byron's going first, and then
Okay.
Roman can't go next or something. I can't remember the rule on that, but
Yeah.
Yes.
other than that, it's one of us two, and then whatever order you want.
Okay. Just trying to think. Oh, and then I can switch up the order after that if I want.
Yeah, so like
Oh, okay.
it's Byron, and then he can't go the second. He's in the one of these two or
Yeah.
out, and then so it's one of us two. You can switch around the order a little bit.
Let's see. I'm just gonna choose the actions I'm thinking. So we're gonna do.
I feel like we're bigger than them. We could defeat them straight up. You don't need to do this sneaky business.
Yeah.
Except maybe the big one, but that's at the end.
Yeah. You know what? There's wisdom in your words. Let's see how hard we get punished. Just take a quick check. I'm just gonna look at your character sheets quickly. Oh wait, these cards are all. Wait. There's a lot of cards down here. Which ones are yours? Oh wait, I only picked up. Okay, wait, I'm gonna delete these. Just to make sure.
Please remember, I burnt a scroll for this. I would like to use my swarm effectively, please.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you already are, because you wouldn't be able to be in the combat and have you'd have to get like -2 dice because you're injured instead of -1.
Okay, who wants to go last? Oswin or Robin?
Wait, can I even go? I thought
No, you can
It's
go.
like 3
You just
people.
can't go until Byron goes.
Roman could go just because he hasn't been here.
In that case,
sure.
wondering how I want to do this.
Or you could decide. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm just. Okay, we're gonna go. We're gonna go with this. I'm gonna see how this plays out. Okay. So Talia unleashes the war cry. Unleash hell! She starts screaming wildly.
All right.
No. Yep. I'm
Ready to
when
go?
you are.
Okay.
Yep. Deck.
Bend.
Byron. Do your
Yeah.
worst, Byron, as I jump in to like just start hammering bats with my my blade. I'm actually starting to use like the flat of my blade to just bludgeon them because they're so fast and moving so quickly that I'm just like swinging my greatsword as like a club now instead of like a sword.
I am going to take off my entire swarm and I'm going to have them compress into a tiny, tiny ball, and then to shoot it like a gun from the tips of my fingers, for them to then ricochet off of each other, ricochet off of all of the bats in a very violent, consistent pattern repeatedly, like a ping pong, not ping pong. What's that thing you play at the bar where we get the two paddles and
Foosball.
not foosball.
No?
Do you mean ping pong?
Sorry,
Do you mean ping pong then?
is it the one you play and there's like a rectangle and you have the two paddles in front of you and the two buttons on the side go and the speakers got the light up LED.
Pinball.
Pinball. That's
okay.
It's like a very, very violent pinball with this compressed bee swarm balls that ricochets across all of the bats. And I'm going to use Extravagant because I think this looks fucking cool. And you guys don't know what tech I'm using. Nothing has flown this fast before. You've never seen it. You've never seen a ghost swarm fly this fast before.
Cool.
Okay.
I like it.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Can we help him with this? Because he's using
Yeah.
he's using Arcanist as fighter?
He's
or...
looking at Arcanist as fighter, yes.
I don't
But
think
so we can't help with fighter? Or do we have to
You
help
help with fighter, yeah.
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 Okay, cool. Then I'll do what I was doing, clubbing bats.
All right. The bats too. You notice that the smaller number are remaining, but they are acting more cohesively. And in the midst of the swarm, you see one that is larger than all the rest. It seems to be inducing them to cooperate.
Interesting.
So it'll be versus 4.
Ooh.
Versus 4.
So you click on Arcanist.
Yeah.
Versus test, or are you helping him, Roman?
Oh shoot! I just got recently attacked.
Okay.
I'm gonna move back to his B screen, and just like fight amongst there, and just keep him safe for now.
But I guess you can't help because you're afraid, right?
I'm like screaming, and like the bats like kind of flew away from me, but I didn't stop, and I'm not really looking, so I'm just like running like toward possibly on the thing toward nothing, just flailing wildly, but not looking, not being a part of this, possibly terrified. So good. Help. It's like there's 2 help.
Yeah.
You're using it for yourself, Tyler.
Yeah, but the other ones don't give me the +2 because my trade level is +2D for Extravagant.
No, you can use that twice. It means you can use it twice. The opponent using trade against themselves means you're using it against yourselves in favor of your opponent, and your opponent would gain 2 dice.
Okay.
So you could be. So it means you could just be Extravagant again this session, or like next session in part 2 or whatever.
Hell yeah.
And then I guess just the +1 success and -1 success. But
thank you.
We'll do 0 and evil GM factor.
Yeah.
Evil GM factor.
It's the mist.
It's Misty.
Ah, okay. Well, I'm gonna punch it then.
Oh. I think we did it twice by accident.
Damn it. Let's go with the first one then. I failed.
No, that's okay. Well, 1, 2,
it's okay.
-1 is 1. It's a tie.
You can just do the first one. I mean, it's. I mean,
Let's say it
Which
worked.
I think
Story.
you still have the Sean. Do you have the +1 success on a tie or only on a success?
On the tie as well, yes.
Okay, so then you would win by 1.
Oh, wonderful.
Does he mark an advancement for Arcanist or for Fighter?
He marks it for Arcanist.
Like, no, yeah, that makes sense. I guess it'd be kind of weird if you're like, I can use swords well now.
But he can only mark, I think, Arcanist or Fighter. So if he decided to switch to a weapon and not use bees and use a fighter, he wouldn't be able to mark a fighter test this combat.
No, bees
I
forever.
believe. I'm not. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's how that works.
Yeah, I think it's actually once per ability.
Oh, then he could do that if he wanted to. I
Yeah,
guess.
I remember wondering about the same thing.
I don't know.
But yeah, also don't quote me. That's what I think. But
okay, so 2 successes.
1 success. No.
1 success. Okay.
Because the -1
Right.
gives us tie, the +1 gives us
Right.
one.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
But
Oh, you
yeah,
smack
so
a
the
bat.
bats swarm up, but you manage to smack one more of them out of the way.
Yeah.
Next.
Okay.
Attack.
Attack. I pick
Yes,
up my
this-
sword, let out a blood-curdling battle cry, and I charge now to the other side of the bridge where my team is to regroup, and I do kind of like a combat roll like I usually do, and then I just swing again in a wide arc, my signature. Roll onto the other side and then sweep maneuver. And I'm actually going to use Heart of Battle here as you start to notice that Talia operates less as a person and more as a machine as she falls into her well-trained and sort of, almost at this point, habitual combat tactics.
All right. Yeah, the bats too are have tired of subtlety, it seems, and are making a dive bomb as a group right for you. So this will also be versus 4. Or sorry, they'll be rolling 4.
Okay, I guess these are independent.
wall of power. Wall of power.
Would anybody like to... Alright, this is... I'll do versus. It'll be versus, but it'll be independent. That makes sense. Using trait... Would anybody like to assist?
Making a big wall again. They're dive bombing. We're gonna dive bomb the opposite direction at them with the swarm.
Oh, wait, are they helping each other?
They are.
They can't help when I use my greatsword for attack or defend.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
then they
oh.
don't. It'll just be versus 2. Is that what the greatsword does? Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's +1d on maneuver and prevents your opponent from receiving help to attack or defend on this action.
Oh, that's cool.
So when I sweep my greatsword, I guess a bunch of them like fly away. They're like, nope. And that one guy in the middle is just like, oh. But yeah. Do I want to spend a persona on this? No, I'll save it for now. But sorry, Roman, are you assisting?
Yeah. Guess. Wait, you just went down. You just dive?
I'm where you are now. I rolled across the bridge and I like regrouped with you guys, and I'm like swinging into the mist as I'm like starting to almost function as like a machine. I'm just like, if you've seen me do this like 1,000 times, I'm just like in the zone now. I'm not even talking or looking at you guys. I'm just like doing my thing.
I'll make sure your back is safe. And while you're swinging, I'm just gonna pick up some dust on the ground and then just attack the ones that get behind you.
Just gonna like cover my rear.
Yeah.
Okay. Let us go. Ooh, 2 versus 4, but I'm gonna pop a fate here. And oh, brutal! Our fate rolls have not been blessing us this day. But 4, which I guess, how does that work? -1 +1, so it just cancels. Yeah. And then, do I have anything to try and absorb damage? I have my armor.
Underneath
It's
that
chain
armor?
armor?
It's
Mhm.
leather.
Okay.
I think I fail, which means I go down.
Wait, what? Did you roll for your leather armor?
Yeah, that's what that 1d6 there is.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh,
Put it under the ear.
oh yeah.
All right.
All right, and
Well, I guess
even
more back?
if you get back into the fight, remember you don't roll it again.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. And last.
Who do you hand the reins to be conflict captain?
I'll give it to Roman since he hasn't been here for a while.
Okay.
Paint.
Get him, Roman.
Goes right through. Go for it.
Oh wow. How much disposition do they have?
They still
was-
have 9.
I think- Yeah.
9?
Yeah, on the bottom here, the ones to the right is what they have, and the ones on the left are the ones they've lost.
Yeah, these ones are the lost ones.
Okay.
Wait.
Well, I see.
Wait, sorry.
halfway there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shouldn't they have 3 more in there?
They have 18 in total.
Yeah, because it was -8 and -4, wasn't it?
I don't know. It's fine. Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. While I see, I guess Talia just going berserk mode, I try to kill the bigger one so they disperse. I'm just going to.
Yeah, it is.
Roll-
It is -4 because the full one of the fighter goes through. So they didn't lose just 2 that last turn. They lost 4, but we lost 2.
Okay.
So it's
Well, I'm just gonna roll towards the
should be
biggest
like
one,
this.
throw some dust in its eye, and just go for its throat with the 2 daggers, and just
Damn.
stab. And then while you say that, I just yell like, "Help me! Kill the bigger one! That's how we win!" And then I go supernova, I guess. How do I go big with this roll? All my nature.
Nature.
persona.
Do you want to pop your nature? Yeah.
I'm using
Tap your nature.
commanding to tell you guys to kill the biggest one.
Well, it doesn't have to necessarily be within your nature. You can try to do that if you want to make it inside your
Yeah.
nature. But
Well, I do want to make it inside my nature so I don't tap my nature. Like, if
you'll
it
still
fails-
lose a point. It just it'll be worse if it's outside it.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, you lose a point even if you. It's in your
I thought
thing?
Even
don't
if you
lose a
succeed,
point.
you still lose a point, even if it's
Are you
within
sure?
your nature. I'm pretty sure. I think it's just if it's not within your nature and you fail, then you start like getting hammered in your nature.
Okay.
No,
I thought if
Or
it's
is that
within
wrong?
your nature, it's completely good from fails.
I thought it was just it always goes down by 1.
I thought it doesn't. If it's not.
if you're
in your
acting within
nature.
your nature, you can roll your full current nature for free.
There
If
we
you're
go.
outside, you can also just roll it for free, but
lose
you
-1.
get taxed if you fail.
Yeah.
Okay, and you still take a tax of 1 no matter what, anyways, if it's outside, right?
No.
No, I don't think they
know.
do that anymore.
What? Then I should have max nature.
Wait, hold on.
Where are you reading this?
Acting outside your nature. If you're in a situation that is not covered by one of your nature descriptors and don't have the proper skill, you can use your nature as a reservoir of strength. You roll your full current nature rating. However, if you fail, your ability rating is temporarily reduced.
Oh, that's if you use nature in place of a skill? Not if you're tapping it to add?
Not in place, but without. Yeah. If you're tapping your nature, then you can. Yeah, then you just spend 1.
Oh.
But if you're within your nature, you don't spend anything. You just do it. Even if you fail, you don't. There's no penalty.
Oh no, it says here channeling outside your nature. If you
Yeah, you spend
channel,
1.
But I'm
Yeah.
doing it within.
But if
Yeah.
if you fail, then you lose more.
right? Okay.
You don't spend 1. You just use it, and then after, if you succeed, it goes down by 1. If you fail, it goes down by the margin of failure.
Right.
Your whole thing.
Okay.
Doesn't have
That makes sense. So I should have 3 out of 5 nature.
Yes, if you were channeling it and success.
Yeah.
And we're successful all the time.
How do I roll? Sorry, I haven't done this in a
You
while.
click fighter.
I'm popping my nature using a persona.
So click fighter, and it'll bring up
Yep.
And I'm using. I think that's actually.
So click the fighter, and it'll bring up a roll screen.
Fighter? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it.
And then what is he
This
rolling against?
is.
I guess it's
It's nothing. Yeah, 0.
So 0?
Yeah.
It's not. It's independent, right?
Yeah.
And no,
It is-
it's not independent. Well, I guess it's independent from your
Yeah.
point of view.
Yeah.
Okay. And then using my spend persona for a
no. Don't click Spence persona.
Use nature.
Use nature
using nature
inside.
Oh, anyone helping me?
I cannot. I am incapacitated as I'm swarmed by bats.
Only
I'm trying to
fighter
fight
can.
them off my
I'm
body.
Talia charged past me while I was on the bridge, and I lost my balance because I can't use my top half of my spine to stand right, and the bridge was shaking, and so I'm gripping on the rope, just leaning against the side, not in danger of falling, but I'm have it underneath my armpit or whatever, and I'm trying to keep track of things, but I'm frightened of dying.
I will have my bees fly into the mouths of all the bats, and then they're just gonna expand. Hopefully killing one.
So that's 1 help.
Yep.
2 help. 1 help.
Yeah, because
One help,
I'm
unfortunately.
better.
Sean's character's afraid, and I'm out of the fight right now.
I'm the
Okay.
weakest one.
And then I guess I'll pop a trait. I forgot how to use traits.
You
You just have to kind of evoke them somehow.
describe them.
Describe.
And
Okay.
then-
Well, I'm tired of these bats attacking us. So I'm just gonna kill the leader, and the other ones will hopefully run away. I don't know.
And how is that
And
any of your
use
traits?
Jaded. I hate bats, and I don't want to deal with it anymore.
All right. I mean, I think I'm fine with that.
I ginks? No, force cell.
Yeah.
Traits I could just use 2 times a session? I don't
It
have to spend
depends on their.
The level. So,
Depends on the trait level, yeah.
you can use Devil May Cry twice.
twice and kind twice.
and kind twice. But remember, the session is both this current play and next time, because we play in 2-hour slots. So we want to have a 4-hour length of
And I
adventure.
think that's it. No, or dim light, right?
Yeah, it's
I
the
put,
other
I put
modifiers.
evil GM factor and other modifier +1 for the size.
Okay, so that means I'm rolling 9 then.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm also wearing a backpack. I'm not sure if that's.
Did
Well,
you-
I'm not wearing.
you
a
took it
backpack.
off, right?
I took it off. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm just gonna roll.
We'll ignore that because we have to do it with the
Yeah.
modifiers anyway.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3,
Oh my god.
and then
Right.
net 0 successes because -1 +1,
Pop a fate.
and then
Or
you
1?
just
Because I
and
can
yeah, you just
reroll
drop down by 1
sixes
persona.
with a fate, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. I only have 2 fate for
Yeah.
only 1 dice. Yeah, and then I could use wises to reroll failed dice.
If you have appropriate
yeah.
wise, yeah.
You can use the
Trying to remember.
of course, or aha, whatever they
So
are.
you spend a fate to roll 1 die or persona to roll all failed die, but it has to be within your wise. That's to
I don't think
directly relate to your wise in some way.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything. It's
I'm gonna say this would be a bit tricky with heist-wise, plague-wise,
I'm not a fighter.
hometown-wise, and cross-streets keep-wise.
I'm very at home.
If they were plagued
Yeah.
bats, maybe you could do something. But
I don't think they're
use
plague
Crossroads
bats.
Wise. Use Crossroads Wise because when you look up, you can see their pattern, and it's the map of Crossroads Keep, so
No,
that's how you know where to strike.
I don't think so.
It is not.
No,
Yeah,
Definitely
that's
no.
it for me then.
E for effort.
8.
Combat cycle begins again.
All right, so I have
Right.
to go first, and Roman can't. Or no,
I can't go
no.
because I went last.
Oswin can't go next. I think. No, yeah, you can't go next. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, so it has to be Byron and then Roman.
Oh, yeah, it's fixed then. And you are choosing the card Steed. I am good at fighting. I can defend, but I have a penalty from my flail.
Yeah.
I'm good
You
at,
also have a bonus to fainting.
I have a bonus to feint, and I have a penalty to maneuver.
So everyone's in this combat except for Talia?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, currently injured. Like out of the fight.
You're out of the fight. Okay.
The only way to bring me back is with defend, essentially.
Wait, Byron. What are you good at?
Fighting, so I'll be rolling 4 dice.
No, Byron.
Oh, Byron, sorry.
He can kind of do everything, honestly, at the moment.
I'm the weakest of all of us, and I can do so much.
Oh. What the... I don't know where my cards are. Assuming this is a spawn. So close.
Is this one bigger, Chris?
It is.
Like, is its might is 3 or something?
Yep.
Excellent. You no longer have that benefit.
This last one.
I am done. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do this.
Maneuver.
Heck, it's versus.
All right.
All right. This large bat is wily, and it pulls its wings in tight and attempts to lose itself from your vision.
How many dice is it rolling?
It will be rolling 2.
Okay.
I think.
Cool.
Sorry, it'll be rolling 3.
It is?
Thank you.
All right.
Friends give me strength. Two arms.
Wait, why am I
Come
having
here.
additional die?
2 C's.
0. All right, so I'm I'm like I'm a little further away from the group, and I'm on the bridge. So I'm just gonna I'm slowly turning, and as it's like flying away from the group, doing like wheeling about, I'm gonna try to hit it because I'm a little further, so maybe it doesn't see me, but hopefully it doesn't. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to I'm leaning against the edge of the bridge, the rope bridge, kind of gripping it under my armpit in one arm, and the other arm I'm swinging out at the bat to try to reach and get it. So, does anyone help me?
Yes. While I'm beside the giant bat, I'm going to go for its wings to and just get it on the ground, so you have an easier time.
Okay.
And I will make this bat's darting to escape your vision, right?
Yeah, our vision, everyone's vision, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have the bees come in from the other side where it's coming from, and it's gonna make an even bigger bat that's gonna look like it's eating the other, the bat that's trying to escape.
Okay.
And it will cause lots of harm.
Hopefully. So I think I get 1 + 1 success from my mace. that correct, Andrew?
On attacks, yes.
On attack, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And I have -1 success from Evil GM Factor, but no other successes for dice. Excellent. Let's make this roll. All right, I think I do.
1, 2, 3. -1 is 2, but then +1 for the flail is 3 again.
I think I do 2 damage to it.
All right.
Yeah.
2 damage is done.
1 HP remaining.
All right, moving right along.
And you advance fighter if you haven't done already.
Attack.
Oh yeah.
Attack, independent.
All right, he knows that the jig is up, but he wants to take his pound of flesh before he goes. And he swoops down at whose turn is it?
It's Byron, I believe.
That's
At Byron.
Oswin?
Or
Oswin just went.
Yeah.
It's Byron now.
Byron.
sweeps down at Byron and attempts to bite your head. Wow.
I say, I applaud your effort. I make the swarm form 2 hands. I clap the bat in the middle.
Nice. It'll be 3 dice.
Friends. I call upon the help of my friends.
Oh, yes. I will help you. I see him going for your head, and I try to put my daggers in its teeth, or try to stop him at doing as much damage on your face.
I am currently far away, cowering as the rope bridge is swinging.
I'm also screaming as bats lie on my body as I lay on the ground.
I mean, they're not dead, so you're probably like
Yeah,
running
I
away
think like what
or
the
like
right narration
fleeing.
is. Yeah, I'm fleeing with the bats into the sunset at the moment, into the trees.
Alrighty. Trying to think if there's anything else I can do to increase this. And you know what? I really want to tap my nature just to be safe.
Yeah, you can.
And by that, I hope I become, if I fail, become just as feral as the bat that tries to kill me.
It's not inside your nature. I actually think you'll probably be fine. You only need to do 1 point of damage on it, and because it's going right through anyway, it doesn't. You can't affect his dice.
I could still roll a 0 though.
You
That's
could.
always a possibility.
You could. Honestly, I feel like if not to narrate, but like you always just use like a extravagant again because you can use it twice in a session. It doesn't have. Could use it again.
I could. I want to see if I can use it against myself later though for funsies.
You can always use it against yourself.
I think you can do both.
You can use
Right
it
now?
twice for yourself, and then
You can use it right now because this is independent. But just to clarify, like you wouldn't take away your option to use it against yourself if you used it for yourself again at some point.
What?
You
sorry,
made it sound like you were worried about using your trait because you wouldn't get to use it against yourself. I don't know if that's
Yeah.
what you were worried about,
But
but that won't happen.
you can use
You
it
won't-
against yourself
Yeah.
at some point later if you feel
Like those
it.
are independent. The amount of times you can use it for yourself, you can use it. I think against yourself. Yeah, they're separate.
I'm gonna hit those 2 checkboxes then as soon as this goes through them.
Those checks are for checks. You just gotta remember that you can't use extravagant.
No, I mean for like beneficial uses.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Alright, so this is gonna be hype because not only are the giant hands big, they also have like nice cuffs on them, and they have like the cufflinks that look like that look like my face. And they also look like Talia's face, and they're frowning. One is Talia and one's me. That's the cufflinks we're going with.
All
That's
right.
quite extravagant.
It's very pro us, pro team. And
Nice.
Oswin's face, you might not be able to see it, but he's on the tip of every finger,
All right.
and he's screaming. All right, punch it. Boom.
So one goes through, and you take them out too. So you both go
Yes.
down.
All right. They are driven off.
Good job, guys.
But they will have their pound of flesh.
Yes.
Who?
Let's see.
I think the loser suggests
Compromise.
a compromise, and it's going to be like a medium compromise or something like that.
Yes, a half compromise, I think, right?
Mhm.
Roughly half.
Seems about right, yeah.
All right. All right. So the winner doesn't achieve their goal, but gets halfway there, or the loser gets halfway to their goal, or the loser accepts defeat but introduces a new unforeseen complication, in effect, creating a new twist.
See.
All right. I have an idea. But I don't know. Yeah, how is this supposed to work? Is it just however,
The
or
loser suggests a compromise, the winner offers a
Yes.
rebuttal, and the loser suggests a rebuttal, then GM has final say.
all right? So you, all of your vigorous action running back and forth across this rope bridge has tested the slick ropes to their limit, and you hear a terrible groaning as the planks begin to give way, and you run back to the dark forest side from whence you came as the bridge collapses.
Counter
Ooh.
argument.
Mhm.
I have the rope attached to me because Talia untied her end of the rope. So there's just like a 50-foot rope attached to me, and I go over the edge, and the rope bridges remain the same. And they have a test to save me lest I fall into water or rocks below.
I accept. So Sean goes down with the bridge, and he is now dangling 50 feet down.
Wait.
No, I suggested that the bridge wasn't down, but
the bridge is not collapsed, but you have
But
fallen.
maybe the plank I was standing on or whatever gave way, and my arm slipped, and there was like a rope slithering from like the end of the other end of the bridge, or whatever. Talia untied it, and it's like slithering as like I fall down, and that might get caught or something, but I'm like falling currently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I immediately jump over and grab it as I try to brace myself against the posts of the bridge, and prepare for the inevitable. I'm pretty big, although you're pretty big too. So I prepare myself for the inevitable lurch that's gonna happen when the rope meets its end, and you're gonna pull me forward.
Yeah, so that's gonna be. Let's see, what kind of test would that be? Sounds from your description. Maybe just health, because you're just using your raw strength to try and hold him up.
Yeah.
Unless there's a skill that I'm not thinking of, but I think just strength check or just health check is the best here.
Yeah.
I want to help too. I not only help, but my bees help as well, as they slowly dissipate from this world.
I should warn you, or maybe Chris wants to say it, but
yeah, if you help and they fail, you are risking death.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Thank you. No,
And it's
we're
also
doing
always
that.
up to the person rolling to accept your help or not.
That's true.
So Talia, you can just
Okay.
choose not to if you feel like
I-
it.
See, we always
I
abstract
do
this,
not. I see you come pull over to like get on me, and I basically like shove you to the ground. And I'm like, "Argh!" Sorry, Byron. I'm not taking a chance on you.
I was gonna say Marcel helps as well.
Oh, okay.
Marcel doesn't have like stats like this.
Marcel, why are you a little
Hey.
bit?
He's
he
like,
can't help this with this.
Although Roman, are you coming over?
Yes. I see you just like go over the edge, try to reach for it really quickly, and I'll also try to grab it, but I'm not sure how much help I could be.
It's fair. Like, do I use foolhardy for myself here? It's so weird when it gets +1 success because it's like it feels like it does nothing sometimes because there's not like a gradation of success here, as far as I know.
what's the ob?
Um,
Before you talk about that,
what's that?
what's the ob? Because he's supposed to give an ob.
Oh yes, sorry. Just I think 3 seems fair. You are stopping. You're stopping a human in a deadfall.
Yeah,
Seems like that's fairly strenuous, but not impossible.
yeah. You know what? I will use it for myself just because I want to narrate it and I think it's fun, even though it's probably going to do absolutely nothing.
Oh, because it's level 3.
But
That's fine.
yeah, it's just fun because I don't want to like never use it again. That's just not fun either. So when I go to grab the rope, I essentially am so reckless about it that I slide forward and I actually like have my feet come off the edge. But it also puts me in a position where now the post is like in between my legs, as I like almost like slide to catch it, which very easily could have just sent me flying off the edge. But because through a combination of luck or maybe skill, no one's really sure, I managed to like just get my right leg around the post hitch, and now I actually have a bit of a brace. So when he hits, it's hopefully going to help me stabilize myself. So yeah, that's me being foolhardy.
All right, I like it.
It's weird though. It says, okay, I'll do other modifiers. 0. Okay, I think that's all that she wrote, right? Is the mist still a factor in this, or?
No, the mist would not be relevant to this.
Okay. Aww. Independent. Ooh. I fail. Which means my health goes up to 6. But it also means I fail.
Excellent.
All right.
That's not good.
I will say that the heroic effort that you put through to stop Oswin's leaves you. Hold on, let me check your stats.
I have no conditions yet. Do your
Leaves you
worst.
exhausted.
Okay.
Is Roman also exhausted?
I was gonna say. Sorry.
Is Roman also exhausted because he helped?
Yeah, I helped.
Yeah. You and all your helpers are exhausted.
Okay.
Yay! I didn't die.
But yes, you saved poor Oswin. I was like, I think within the rules, I'm not allowed to let him die. So.
I mean,
Oh, fair enough.
He could have. It's like you said. There's a mist. It could have been a pool of water I fell in. I guess you said it might have been boiling or something. I don't know. Who knows?
That's true. There was
Guys,
steam
there's-
coming up.
Silliness.
Yeah.
Anyway, this suits me fine. You guys are both exhausted from the
Okay.
effort of
Ouch.
not only stopping him and pulling him back up.
Yay!
Excellent.
But-
Get back up here as I pant.
But you survive. All right, you are on the bridge.
I go and reclaim my pack, and cry a little because of how frightening that was.
This
Oh,
this
man.
look does not suit you. No need to cry.
That was
You're amongst us.
the third thing on the grind. I don't know when the grind hit.
Yeah.
No, I think it just hit just before.
Yeah, like we had one. It was at 1. I don't know if that was like turn 1. Was the conflict, and then turn 2
Was this check just now?
is check, and now it's turn 3. Okay, we're halfway. All right, so I get my pack. We all get our packs probably.
Wait, so then it should be on 2, right?
Oh, right.
Yeah, because 2 are full.
Well, 1 was full at the beginning, so I don't know if you just leave it at 1 when we go flip over, or if it was already at 1 and we're doing 2 on the conflict. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you guys were all hungry and thirsty, so I'm assuming it just hit.
Oh,
I think that just happened.
you're right. So this is yes.
So this is correct. You've made
Yes.
2 checks. You've done the conflict and this check, so it's at 2.
That
yeah.
makes sense.
All right, let's continue.
Wait,
Mhm.
if you guys are hungry and thirsty, I have a jug of water.
Yes.
Jugman is back.
I'm
Oh,
Jug
chugging
is
that.
back.
I'm chugging that shit.
You guys need jugs. I have 3 jugs and I have a water skin full of water,
Water
so
skin.
I'll take that for myself, and then you guys could share the jug.
Well,
I
you
don't think
know,
we're all hungry and thirsty yet.
I think only because I did the
Where's
recap,
Byron?
so I think only Byron is. So Byron just drinks 1 use of beer.
Give me this Powerade.
Well, you get water instead.
Okay, Powerade is just slang from where I'm from for water.
All right, so we're lost. We have this guy with us. I forget his name.
His name is Norin.
Norin.
Yes,
That's right.
Norin.
We wrote it down in the chat log. I was like, who is this Norin? Or what is Norin? But yes, okay. So his name is Norin. We have Norin with us. He's a little shaky. We have Marcel with us. We have the little fox guy with us.
You got a whole group.
We have a whole group.
I don't know.
We followed the kind of a maze from where we got lost, and sort of like forky maze, forks upon forks, and we weren't sure which direction to go, but we just kind of always chose the right fork. So if we could turn around and always choose the left fork. That makes sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
So now you know how to get specifically between these 2 locations.
Yeah, back to where we found Norin and back to here, essentially.
Well, no, also back to where you entered the woods.
No, we didn't because we couldn't. We did not sure which fork.
Oh
we
yeah,
took.
that's right. You got lost. Sorry, I
Yeah.
should change this then.
So we know how to get to where we were, sort of.
I just hit the ground, like all tired, and say, "So what you guys been up to?"
Fighting
don't know.
spiders.
I don't know how to indicate that like it was a path you take, but you don't know. I guess I'll use gray.
Yeah, I've been just not drawing
Black
it.
black is like on map. Well, I guess so, but yeah, maybe I just don't draw it because you don't know how to get from there to there. Okay, there we go. I'll put a new. I'll put the bridge on the map. Hold on a second here.
Okay, I think. Well, the path kind of continues into the woods. I think we should just continue on the path across the bridge, right? The bridge seemed fine enough to
Yeah.
walk across. It just
You guys were running all around it and fighting
yeah.
on it a minute ago.
Yeah.
Fine.
yeah. So
Never mind that I said it was gonna collapse. as it goes.
Exactly. Yeah. It's
Yeah, yeah.
fine.
fine. Not one of the boards went, and I went over.
I mean, if it's not gonna collapse by now, it's probably not going to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
I looked at.
If it hasn't already, it's probably not going to, right?
Yeah, if we do it one at a time, it should be fine, right? We do the rope
Yeah.
thing and untying it, whatever. But
I skip across it.
let us go across, and push on into the woods, I guess. You said
Alright,
the woods
yeah,
get darker.
I look
didn't
at Talia and Byron. No,
Yes.
Oswald. I don't know who your names are.
Osmond.
I'm
Who's
Osmond Cook.
Osmond?
I'm Osmond
Osmond?
Cook.
Yeah. Osmond Cook.
Yeah, I look to Byron and Talia, and then I point to Osmond and say, "Who are you?"
And I look at you, and I'm like,
You notice his neck doesn't turn though.
yeah. I look at you, and I like, wait. I have to point my hips in your direction, for in order to lock eyes with you. I say I'm Osmond Cook. what is
Who am I?
Alphin's mentor like introduced me to the group. But I think Alphin is currently
It's back at base camp.
back at base camp and possibly prepping for vampire hunting or something.
Oh damn.
Okay. I use small bow and say, I'm Roman. I am a friend of them, or Talia and Byron's.
Yeah, yes. I assumed you were either a friend or a bandit that we helped and was helping us back, but
I would say both.
excellent. Excellent.
Okay, so what's the plan? And I look at everybody else.
Well, we're currently lost. The plan is to go forwards all the time until we get back.
Okay, that helps us not at all.
Well, the sunrise.
Nonsense. We've been making progress.
Do I have a torch on me? There's torches. I don't have torches. Does anyone have torches on them?
Yeah, you stole mine.
Let me check.
No,
I have a lit torch, but in
Excuse
my
me.
hand. But I think that's way too old.
I have
I
a
got a
tinderbox.
I got
Okay.
a torch. I got 3 torches.
Okay,
Nice.
that's who we gave it to. Because I'm like,
I was gonna say someone was our lightkeeper.
I have my backpack, but it's like full of my stuff that I didn't use because I lost my backpack. So
I'm just the jug master, so
The Jugmaster. Oh, that's right.
okay, so
it's heavy.
I can grab one if it becomes dark or even dim light. We can. I guess if it's dim light, we don't need it. But if it becomes dark or whatever, we can light a torch, light our way if we need to. But let's press on to this slick bridge into the dark forest. Which way did we come from? Did we come from this way? I guess we don't know what's beyond the slick bridge, but let's go beyond and see what's there.
Mhm.
All right.
No, yeah, we didn't explore that yet.
Do you have light?
Is it
We
dark?
do.
It is dim.
Oh well.
But
Yeah,
Use one of my torches.
let's light a torch because the penalty is terrible.
Yeah. As we have learned all too painfully.
Okay, I'll carry it because I have an empty hand because I destroyed my shield.
All right. So. All right. I will. As you. So yeah. So the path kind of follows the edge of the ravine. As it actually gets wider for a bit, and then so you can't even barely see the other side. As you follow the path, the smell of rotting meat fills your nostrils. Bones, mostly stripped of their flesh, are lining the path.
Oh. That's not good.
That's bad. Can I'm gonna analyze them to see if there's any teeth marks or like what may have done this. What was gnawing on these?
Sure, Ob2 Hunter.
Anybody like to assist me?
can I help you with my instinct?
How
How does that work?
I think
Are you
only if
doing
I'm acting on instinct. Oh no, if I'm on instinct, you can only help me with instinct. If I'm doing something,
Yeah, so
I don't know.
you'd help with whatever helps Hunter. So probably Hunter,
Let me see.
maybe
Skills at work.
maybe
Hunt,
Scout.
survivalist, and laborer. Those are the skills that say it helps.
I have Hunter. I can help you.
Oh yeah, because you can always help with the skill itself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is gonna. Is Hunter a health skill?
I think Hunter is
It
a
is.
health skill.
Okay.
But
I don't know if this will risk your life somehow.
depends on the narrative consequences. If you think you can get
I was
injured,
gonna say. I have to say, if you are helping with a health test and you are injured, it is possible that you will die.
Okay.
I don't think I could help with if I can't use my instinct.
Okay.
I'll help with Hunter because I'm cool and based.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's your choice, so I'm gonna let you make that choice. But just
What are
know
you doing
that
again?
I'm trying to identify, like, basically what did this, like, what ate these things. If there's any kind of tooth marks, or just, like, if I can recall any of my, like, monster lore to be like, what the hell? What's in the area? Blah, 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 stuff like that. Just kind of be like, what happened here?
And you're looking at what exactly?
Oh, there's these, like, skeletons with flesh ripped. Like, it's, like, like, basically eaten bodies. It's like,
Corpses of some kind,
yeah.
animals, potentially humanoids. Who knows?
I'm going to play with the skeletons. I'm just going to play with the bodies and just be like, what were your last moments?
Okay, so you're going to try and get in the head of the corpse?
Yes.
Which
Okay.
skill is this?
Hunter.
Not really getting it. I get that you're helping, and like, you know, that you're doing this in an attempt to help, but I'm not really buying that that's helpful using the skill hunter.
I'm trying to get into the mindset of the victim, much like how I get into the mindset of any prey from the perspective of the predator.
No, I will disallow your help. You are not helpful.
Okay.
I'm safe from death then. That's good.
Is he no longer? I was gonna say, is he no longer at risk of dying now?
Yes, well, you didn't help, so
Okay.
that follows.
He's just in the corner playing with the corpse. It's okay.
Yeah, he's just messing around with bones. It's his business. Leave him alone.
I think we're good.
Are we tied?
No, I think it's one above. It's giving -1. It's doing that thing. It's doing -1 success for exhausted, but I'm pretty sure it shouldn't be.
Oh, to any conflicts to disposition. Yeah, I was just reminding you, trying to be like, was this a disposition roll? The answer is no, it wasn't.
But yeah, 3 versus 2.
Yep. Okay, you succeed. Make sure to mark it.
Yep. Oh yeah, and sorry, just to point out,
Yeah.
I forgot to do this, and I'm kicking myself. We can all spend a fate to learn from help.
Oh yeah, if you're helping and you spend a fate, you can learn from the result. So either if it's a pass or fail, you can mark a check, but you have to decide before the roll.
I
desperately wanted to upgrade my fighter that fight, and I forgot to. I was like, oh, I really need to get a roll where I'm doing versus, and I could have just done fate. Anyways, I was like, fuck.
I also forgot to make a joke about how bungee jumping is hard and you need to tie the rope.
Oh, for gallows humor?
Yeah.
Oh well.
We're just getting back into it.
To answer your question, so yes, you kind of like pick through them a little bit. The bones are coming from a fairly wide variety of sources. There are forest animals like deer. There are some smaller game as well, but nothing too small. No like mice or birds. But you know, like raccoons, wolves, deer. And a few bones which you recognize as being clearly human bones. You find a pelvis that's particularly striking and unmistakable.
That's no animal pelvis.
For the most part, it looks like animals.
Interesting.
And the marks that you find, they're not like small jagged marks like you'd expect from a wolf
like scavengers
taking down
or something,
prey,
or
or scavengers. In fact, most of the marks that the bones do have tend to be like sheared completely off.
Interesting. Like it just crushes the bone, or like it just kind of goes right through.
Yeah, like I said, like big flat marks.
Interesting. Shearing force. We're dealing with. If it wasn't obvious, we're dealing with something big. It's definitely not nothing though. We should keep an eye out.
I'm like trying to think back to like what we saw, and it was like, this wouldn't be the dumping ground of the corpses of spiders. Those were like hanging in the trees. Cyclops didn't look like it had a sword, and he probably would grind your bones to dust. That's what all the stories say. It's like, I don't know.
Spiders.
It was a chupacabra.
It's a chupacabra. Bats don't have.
Sounds like a dragon did this. From how many things you guys encountered.
Yeah.
I'm
not sure.
Do we just turn away, or do we press on? I don't think.
I mean, technically, if we turn away, there's nowhere to go, right? We just go
Well,
back
we
to where
could
we
go
started.
back to where we started and do the same thing from there. Like always take the left one and see where it leads.
Oh, I thought we couldn't do that because we tried that and we failed.
No, we just decided to push on. We're like, we could go back, but like it just brings us back. We're looking for someone, so let's push on. And so we found that person, and we just wanted to keep pushing on because we found a bridge and it was interesting. But this seems dangerous, and we might want to come back when we're more healthy.
Fair.
Or we can.
It's true. Byron is injured.
Leave.
You know what? Okay, I agree with that logic. I feel like we should not
Did the
risk.
Cyclops have a weapon? I don't even remember.
He had a giant club, didn't he?
I don't know.
I believe so.
Okay, so he's not cutting things in half.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like almost like either giant, like flat teeth, or just something so massive that it's just like shearing things.
Did he
So
bite?
like, even that seems even big for a Cyclops, frankly. Like, but who knows? Well, I guess it depends how big the
Could be
Cyclops is. I'm not
sign.
sure.
If you could have
It does. It does. I'll say from your check, Giant's teeth seem to fit the bill. Like that could be that would be like a potential solution.
Okay.
But not a guarantee. Like I said, it's tough to tell for sure.
Okay, but it's in the realm of
But
possibility.
that's like a like I said, like a giant tooth would be around the right size to shear a bone of a smaller animal, right? Grind it up.
Okay, it very well may be that.
Okay, so he
just because you were saying like you're not sure, and I'm like, well, I should say that's
you are,
but that not that you're sure, but that makes sense given what you know.
Okay, fair enough.
Well,
whereas the other things you said don't make sense wouldn't make sense given what you know.
Okay.
We could push on to talk to him, the giant, but I don't know where he is, and he was very adamant about us not going behind him.
Oh, that guy? Yeah.
Like the Cyclops?
Yeah.
And so...
He was guarding a path that went further up the mountain.
Yeah, it went up the mountain. Yeah. We're definitely down below. But, like, I don't know. He's us. If he saw us, this is like his dumping ground of waste. He'd be like, what are you doing down there? You get mad at us. I don't know. We could just go up and be like, we're trying to get back. Help us.
I mean, which is true.
We were tasked to find someone. We think this person might be him. It could be, if it's a giant, it could be safer to go up actually and start like calling for him.
Yeah. There may be more than one in the area, though.
It could be more than one, and the other one's not. They all might not work for a ghost of the long dead ghost. That's true. That's true. Could be dire wolves, maybe? We never saw them. Have we seen them?
Well, it seems like flat something, so I'm guessing in that case it's probably not.
That's
fangs?
True. They would have probably gnawed the bones, you're right.
Yeah,
well, I leave it up to you.
No, fair enough. I would use my instinct.
I want to turn back, but you can...
I would use my instinct to scout ahead, but
I don't think you can. You're exhausted.
No, I know I can't use my instinct. I can still just make the check, but I kind of like I don't know. I know you're not supposed to suggest. So
let's head back and then go the other. Just choose like the left fork and just continue that way and see if that leads us back to anything where we recognize.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, because we're in front of a chasm right now, right?
We're like walking on the edge, and there's a bunch of bodies on the edge of this chasm.
Okay.
Could be below, something spitting up bodies. Could be bats leaving them here, but they don't. I don't know. If they're semi-intelligent, maybe they're like butchering the body somehow. I don't know.
Sure. Well, why don't we head back to where we were, and then I'll try and whack away through the brush back to, like the large stones or like just that path in general.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Or do something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go back to where like we first noticed we got lost, and like either look to see if there's a path via feet, or I think whatever Talia was saying, whack away at the bush, try to forge a path.
Okay, I can fast forward through that a bit for you. And I'll say, yeah, given your method, you are able to, in a bit of a roundabout way, end up going back where you came from.
Excellent.
Yeah, from there, I'm just gonna like push
You
through the
emerge
forest.
from the dark stone and to the large stones.
Oh, nice. Okay,
This is where we found the shovel. if I'm
Yes,
not
way back
mistaken.
yeah. Where we initially
Good,
got lost, I think.
I'm like pondering the significance of the shovel. Like every time I cross here, I'm like, why was there a shovel?
Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
like,
what's a seeker?
I like look around to see if anything was like recently dug up because I don't think I did that when I was here.
Wasn't it
last.
my
Sure.
shovel? Or no, we just found it, right?
We
And then
found it
became
here.
It
my
was
shovel.
it was sitting
Like,
against a tree.
I'm just gonna like look around a couple of the large stones that are nearby
Sure.
and like the tree, and it's like, is there like a buried treasure? My mind's like racing.
Sure.
Man, I wanted my instinct so bad.
What would that be?
Push me aside and look for it. Probably scout.
I can't.
Right?
Scout, yeah.
Oh, he's exhausted, that's right.
I'm
He can't use his,
Yep, that sounds like a scout test. Ob 2.
Okay, do I have scout? The answer is no. I should probably stop doing this. I have to do a nature test outside my nature.
Oh, because you can't do beginner's luck.
No. Also, why is it rolling 4 dice when I should be rolling 3 dice?
Oh, it does that.
Other modifiers -1 die. Excellent. I'm rolling 3 dice. Does anyone want to help me look for treasure?
Yes.
We're advancing the grind, by the way.
Yeah, we'll be hitting the grind. Well, I'll be hungry and thirsty after this, probably.
Wait.
Are you rolling?
Yeah,
I'm rolling
sorry,
3
yeah.
versus 2. I'm rolling scout. So I'm just looking for. I'm looking around the rocks. We're like in the middle of like a sort of a field with some scattering of large stones that form like a loose line, sort of. And there's like trees on either side of us, and I think there's like a cobblestone path leading down the mountain. I'm just looking to see if there's like any noticeable sign of like essentially churned up dirt, looking for someone buried somewhere.
I will help you, and I'll spend a fate to learn something.
Ah. Do you have
Well,
scout?
I think this would.
I have a
Does this help with
too,
scout,
yeah.
or do we help with? Oh, okay, we.
You can help with scout or something else. I'm rolling
Something that
nature
helps.
because I don't have the test, so I'm rolling nature.
I don't have scout yet.
I think I have scout. Yes.
What can you
I
help
have 4
with?
scout. Ooh, nice.
At least I think that's how that works. Let me look at nature.
Scout, help with Pathfinder and Hunter, and I guess Scout.
Because I'm not channeling my nature. I'm just using it in place of rolling because I don't
Yep,
have.
as long as you don't have a higher skill, then you can use that. You can always use your nature.
Yeah, and I can't. Yeah. Outside, so it will tax me probably. So I'm trying not to fail. So who's helping me?
I'm helping you.
You helping me?
I'll just help you by. I've buried many things in the past before, so I know the little tricks, the hiding treasure and other things.
Yeah. Sure.
And I'll just move the grass to see if there's been like footprints or little clues.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing actually with Hunter, and I'm specifically gonna look for tracks of humanoid shape, and see if I see anything like torn clothing or little tracks of like human things that I can kind of see as like, okay, like people were around here. Maybe this is where they went, or this is where they dug or hid something.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
rolling now. 6 dice versus 2.
Up to, yeah.
Ooh, barely made it. My nature goes down by 1 because it's outside.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. You know, it's funny. You've been looking at the tree so many times, and then all of a sudden it hits you. The spot underneath the tree where the roots have been exposed. There's a bald spot where the grass can't grow. All the water's being sucked up by the tree. But there's one spot in particular where it juts out a few feet further. So you hastily dig your shovel in. And before long, you find a corpse.
Oh,
It is bone dry, but the skin has not rotted away.
Terrifying.
Yes. That would have been very ominous had this been discovered much earlier. But
Oh, wait.
it's much less ominous now, I suppose.
The spider eat it and then bury the body with a shovel? Seems so weird.
Probably the spider didn't bury it with a shovel.
yeah.
Hold on, let me go. Hold on.
Now that I know it didn't die via supernatural means, I'm like, we could just take the stuff from its body.
Yes. Can someone roll 2d6?
I'll roll it.
Oh, we got to loot the area from the thing, but I guess we didn't, but maybe.
Oh, yeah.
You're generous.
Okay.
That's a roll, all right. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I'll tell you how about this. Because you forgot, you can roll a second time. Roll roll 2d6 again on this loot table. Why not?
They can do. Papa Fate.
11. Okay. Can I set someone to roll 3d6?
I'll do it. I'm on a roll.
Oh, not bad.
Okay. Clutched in his hands is a cyclopedia. Pack 2.
Didn't we find another one of those?
Pack 2, 3 dice. Yeah, I believe that we have it with the cart.
Yeah, we're gonna have like the full collection.
Should we go back to the cart and also upon exiting the lost area? How's Norin?
He's let me finish this and then I'll tell you how he is. Roll on.
What am I rolling?
Sorry.
Still finding it, I think.
Yeah, I just gotta find the right subtable to roll up.
I thought you cut out for a second. Sorry.
No.
Here it is. 2d6. Okay. 1d6.
Like, how many books do they have?
And a small sack of copper coins.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, so it's pack 2. Can we hold this?
Oh, there's way.
Do you have? Yeah, he's got in his hands a cyclopedia and a small sack of copper coin.
Hey.
All his worldly possessions.
Who has space in their hands for stuff?
I'm carrying a small sack with a shovel right now. Which I don't know if we need it or not, but
I'm carrying a sack with nothing in it. Wait, no. I'm carrying jug inside the sack.
Oh wait, I could put the torch. Oh, the torch went out because it was 2 turns. Okay.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
I can't carry it. The jug is
Also,
in my backpack.
the grind hits.
And the grind hits for all hungry and thirsty.
You're all hungry and thirsty.
I have 3 water altogether. So 2 of you guys could drink off me.
I have my backpack and I have preserved rations. I can eat 1.
Okay, and that's everybody then.
thank you.
Okay. So yeah, you asked how Norin was, and now that he's out of the wood, he's looking a lot better. He still looks pretty much the worse for wear, but he seems to have like regained his wits.
Nice.
And yeah, he is. He's seems a little nervous, having been, attacked by bats. But he's the fact that you've managed to successfully drive them off seems to have heartened him somewhat.
We told him, did he give us a blank reaction when we told him that, like, we think he might have inherited the king, if he's the right person? Did we tell him?
Yeah, he said.
I think we talked him into somewhat sense at some point, because I think we made a check and he kind of like.
He was like, okay, I'll follow you, but then he was like, but I kind of want to go home quickly, please, or something to that effect, if I recall, maybe. Yeah. I don't know if I'm talking out of my butt, but.
Well, you can always talk to him. He's here.
It's true.
Yeah. So should we talk to him? Be like, hey, Norin.
Yeah, so Norin, you ready to come with us to go meet
Bjorn?
Your king?
Maybe?
My king?
I mean, I guess you're gonna be the king. It's like you're...
You think...
the right word.
Somewhere on this mountain, prior to us getting here, the heir to the king of the throne that sits atop this mountain stepped onto the mountain and kind of brought about a bunch of troubles. Mainly because he wants to the person the entity that sits atop it wants to bequeath the kingship to this person, and we think that person might be you. In which case, it's all good fortune for you. If it's not you, we'll bring you back to the camp, set you back to Grimsby, set you on your way. You'll be safe with us. We've cleared the path up the mountain so we can come back down the mountain with you safely, and we'll be tasked to look for more people on the mountain. Hopefully, save lost parties.
I don't know what to say.
Here, and I give him some ration. Just have some ration. Let's go for a hike up the mountain, and your fortunes might look favorable. I
don't mean to pry, I don't mean to impose, but I'm so exhausted. I don't feel that I could make such a journey up a mountain. I'm simply just, not to mention going back into that terrible spider lair.
We've killed the spider.
I think just the general the idea of going there is just offensive to him almost.
Yeah, but we're talking a lot. I'm like, yeah, but we killed it. We've slain it.
Yeah, but Nora and I can appreciate you don't want to do much of anything right now. You're probably exhausted. Why don't we make camp and rest and see how you feel in the morning?
Do we have checks for camp?
We don't, but just thematically, I feel he has to want to go there, right? It's we can't really force him. So
okay.
Make sure he's feeling okay.
I mean, I will say basically, the reason I'm saying that he is exhausted is because he is exhausted. Mm-hmm. He has the condition exhausted.
Apparently Byron has a single check.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can we use a check to help him recover?
I don't know.
Does that make sense?
I guess it would be a healer test, right? To help someone else recover.
You can't recover exhaustion with healer, though. Although alchemists could brew
make
a potion.
a fizzy potion or something.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you need to heal him. I'm just saying
Yeah.
He wants to rest.
No, I'm not. Well, he's exhausted. He had I've given him that condition as part of the reason is that I don't want him to he's not helping.
Yeah.
Because he's afraid and exhausted, so he's not helping you with anything.
We could just drag him up there, I guess. But
I was gonna say you can't. I'm not saying you have to fix his problems. I'm just saying I've given him those conditions so that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he is a functional character. He has a character sheet and everything. So.
Mm-hmm. No, that's fair. I mean, I could literally just carry him if he wants, but I just don't want to like.
That'd be a larger test that you probably don't want to take.
I guess
Maybe
Would be
you
a
would
labor
take it.
test.
Maybe you would take it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I carry him, but I'm hurt.
Yeah, if we rest, we probably might want to use the check to cure Tyler or Byron.
Yeah, I don't think he's making that check without a healer's assistance, though. That's Ob 4 on 3 dice.
I like whispered. I think we just like march him up there. I don't know. Like.
Well, no, I think let's he's our guest. We're talking to the potential king of this mountain. We should.
That's true. It's true.
It's just like let's let him decide. Honestly, let's just let him decide. If he doesn't want to go, then whatever. I mean, we can try and convince him, but I'm not going to force the guy.
We are duty bound by some entity to bring him up the mountain. If this is the person, allowing him to leave and or letting him off the mountain. As long as we bring him back, might be good. But we don't know if more anything else can go wrong on the mountain if you make him leave.
Yeah,
perhaps angering the thing. Maybe we.
No, well, sorry.
I was gonna say maybe we offer him and like whisper into your ear the circlet of like Bjorn's circlet to like entice him up the mountain, so it's not like a forceful thing, and just to grit his teeth and just walk up the mountain.
Well, why don't we? Well, here, Norin, and I turn to Norin.
Yeah.
Do you have a home or something?
Yes.
Okay, you're probably eager to return to.
Well, it's my father was a traveling merchant, and I say was. We were taken a few days ago by bandits, and our supply caravan was raided and destroyed, and my father was killed.
I see.
They took me prisoner on this mountain, and I was able to escape, but it's been days that I've had to survive on my own in the wilderness.
Okay.
So suffice it to say, I don't have much of a home to return to. We made our life on the road.
I see.
Having said that, I do wish to, return to the world of men at some point.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And I have no desire to live as a hermit in this forest forever.
No, certainly. I'm just concerned that this Bjorn spirit thing will essentially be troublesome for potentially all of us until we go and like kind of put him to rest. So, are you willing to come with us up the mountain just to kind of put him to sleep, as it were, and then we can kind of go our merry ways and maybe even help you get out of here? I know you're pretty cash right now, but I just feel like once we get this over with, then we can go back to kind of relaxing and carry on with hopefully normal lives. But
well, I have no choice but to go where you lead. But please,
okay.
I don't have it in me to help with much, and I certainly am not of noble blood, as far as I'm aware.
I mean, hey, nobody knows anything. I turn to
it's not for sure.
Slowly walking up the mountain.
All right. Well, before we do that, I think that's probably we can call it a half there, because it's been a couple hours and change.
Excellent. Yep, it's been 2 and a bit. That's great.
It's a lot of, like I said, whenever there's a conflict, it always takes up a lot of time. But
that's fine. That was a ton of fun. I enjoyed that. I'm just sad I forgot to use my fate to learn. I was so excited to get a pip of fighter XP. And I was like,
when I said I would fall, I was like, yeah, that could make a funny joke if I survived. But then I got too wrapped up in my character dying and possibly living that I didn't make a joke.
Yeah.
I made a lot of jokes, but the one thing my fucking goal was to forget to grab the bat meme. Stupid.
It's okay.
I'm so stupid.
Well, you haven't had the chance yet.
Well, we drove off the bats. We didn't actually kill the bats either. So.
Well,
that's a good point.
That's true. I described some very brutal things. I'm surprised they survived by like an itchy and scratchy short. God damn it! I'm so stupid.
No, it's okay. We
yeah.
all are just learning again.
Yeah, I was glad to be back.
That was the main thing
It's-
too. Yeah, I was still like I had to look up basically everything I did. So
Good stuff, though. I like being back. We should play
yeah, for sure.
soon.
It's a good feeling. It's strong. I like this.
Maybe in like a 2 or 3 weeks we should play again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not playing dodgeball anymore, so
Oh, okay, maybe we can get back onto the Sunday business.
until like maybe October or later. We'll see.
Okay, sweet, excellent.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. That'll be great.
Yeah, no,
that
suits me.
That concludes part 1, everybody, and any viewers who have made it this far.
I love you if you're listening.
Peace, no leaks.
I bet you're hot too.
Like me.
Exactly.